the time is long overdue for us to remove the federal prohibition on marijuana.
We have got to stop imprisoning people who use marijuana.
The marijuana thing is such a big thing. I really believe you should leave it up to the states.
I like where it is now. If the state wants to try it, they can.
I think California is going to vote to legalize it in November, and I think that's really going to be the tipping point.
Yeah, if we remember to vote.
I was the youngest player for Australia at 18 in the World Championships. I played in 2 Olympics. I became a playing coach in Australia, won every national championship that could be won in my entire career. When I got into trouble in '86 for smoking marijuana with my team at the end of a season, all hell broke loose. But that was the first time that I can ever know of in any top-level sport in the United States or Australia or anywhere where they fired the coach a week before the finals with the best record in the history of the league, which still stands today, 30 years later. The team refused to play until they reinstated me. The whole city was incredibly supportive, and the committee had to back down and reinstate me. Any sport that is a contact sport that develops pain, if the athletes can get some marijuana, I believe it would be an absolute blessing for top-level sporting people. I use a substantial amount for my cancer on an everyday basis. And as far as I know at this stage, it's the only reason that I'm still alive.
Marijuana does 400 different things, helps with 400 different maladies. When you take all of that into account, why would you deny a medical use? You have Pfizer and all the other big pharma companies that can produce medicines for us at very high cost. Or you could have marijuana that you can grow in your own backyard that'll treat a myriad of symptoms.
It's a folk remedy that's been used for 3,000 years. It's only the last 75 years that it's been demonized in the United States and the rest of the world. There is an increasing body of evidence that the active ingredients in cannabis, cannabidiol or CBD, are showing benefit in children with difficult to control seizures.
My husband Jason and I relocated from Oklahoma as cannabis refugees for our son Austin. Austin's condition is known as Dravet syndrome. It's the catastrophic form of epilepsy. They are full body convulsions where you stop breathing. He would have dozens to hundreds every single day. He has cognitive and physical decline similar to Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. Any legally prescribed pharmaceutical for epilepsy, our son has tried. He would have significant weight gain or weight loss, rage, anger, and sadness, and none of them stopped the seizures. None of them, over 14 years. When I returned to the University of Oklahoma to do some studies on neurology and our son's condition, I stumbled across the U.S. patent number 6630507, which in that particular patent proves that cannabinoids are neuroprotectants. It was 40 years of post-World War II modern era research that supported not only the plant as medicinal, but as non-toxic and non-lethal. We knew that cannabis was never going to be an option with Austin in Oklahoma. The doctors said that there was nothing more that they could do for our son. The pharmaceuticals were shutting down his organs and basically to take him home. So in a way we did. We took him to Colorado. When you watch your son dying and the doctors tell you there's nothing else that they can do, and then this little plant stops his seizures, it's like we could live again. We had hope again. We knew that we were going to have Austin a little longer. Now that he's on cannabis, I mean, he tells us that he loves us. He will come over and just hug us to give us a kiss. Oh, thank you, baby. He can talk to his little brothers. He can play with his little brothers. He can comprehend and understand things. He's happy now. You know, we used to think that cannabis was bad too. I used to think it was the devil's lettuce and that it caused people to do crazy things. Now I've learned that's not the case at all. Moving to Colorado saved our son's life. It saved our life.